In the next 5 minutes or less, you probably see the timer here. I'm going to show you how you can lose your weight quickly and sustainably without being hungry. So let's just dive right in. So here's the problem. You can't lose weight, and if you do, you feel constantly hungry. That's not that cool. So the solution to that is to understand how weight loss works and how it is different to satiety. All right, curious? Let's just dive right in. So how does weight loss work? If you decrease your calories, you will always lose your weight. And the reason that works is because that is a law of conservation, right? I was just thinking about, is it conversation or conservation? The struggles of a non-native English speaker, right? So there's a first law of thermodynamics, and that essentially means that when you take energy out from, or you cannot create or destroy energy, you can always, you can just transfer it. And because fat is an energy source, that applies to fat loss, because you want to get rid of the energy in one's body. It's super important to take a look at this from a physics perspective, because these are the laws that stay the same for every single person there is, including us. And frankly, every single thing that operates in our universe. So we have to kind of base our strategies on proven physical laws, which the conservation of energy is. Which means if low carb works or doesn't work is entirely dependent, or low fat for that mean, is entirely dependent if it decreases your total pie of calories. For example, in this example, you have carbs, which is, normally 60-20-20, so 60% carbs, 20% fat, 20% protein. But you can decrease this, so this is 30% carbs, but then you can make up the additional calories with fat and protein, and that's why a lot of people don't lose weight on low carb, and then they blame their hormones on their genetics, which really is not the missing link. It's all about calories. So why can't you lose weight if you have tried to restrict your calories before? Because likely you were not in a significant enough caloric deficit. That is between 500 calories to 1000 calories per day. So a 500 calorie per day deficit will lead to about a 1 pound weight loss per week, and a 1000 calorie deficit per day will lead to about a 2 pound weight loss per week. Now here's the thing that a lot of people do not understand is that you can be in a significant amount of caloric deficit without actually being hungry. Because calories in your nutrition does not mean or does not equal satiety. Because satiety is driven by different factors. One of these factors is stomach expansion, so the volume of food. That's why a lot of people that successfully lose weight is stress caloric density, and that is really a skill. So after some time, that is the crucial skill that you have to learn with your nutrition, is that first of all, not all food that you want to consume or has similar amount of calories. I think you already know that. But then a lot of the foods that you do consume has a lot of fat volume, or the right foods that you should consume has a lot of volume for very little amount of calories. And that then expands your stomach, which will lead to increased satiety. The second thing that does impact your satiety as well is the chewing, so the force and time of chewing that you do when you eat something, and therefore the sturdiness of your food. That again is not correlated to calories. Often super high calorie foods such as donuts, or let's say very processed bread, are not sturdy at all, for the simple reason that you consume more, right? So processed foods are quite smart at what they're doing. And the third thing, the big one here, is fiber. And Michael Greger, I just copied this from his book, How Not to Diet, goes so far as to saying that fiber is the one missing link, that is the one thing that really downregulates your caloric intake or your food intake. So these three things are not dependent on calories at all. In fact, often food that do have a high volume, for example, have low calories as well. So that is how you lose your weight quickly and sustainably without being hungry. Hope you enjoyed. So if you joined the previous video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to get coached by me, if you're a fellow vegan that's looking to lose weight quickly and sustainably over the next few months, and in the past it has always been a struggle for you. In the past you've tried, or you feel like you've tried everything so far to lose your weight and nothing of it has simply worked. Then it's time for you to click the link below and book a free call with me. So if you go to the link below, it will take you to a page where you can book a free call with me. In that page or in that call, then afterwards I can point you in the right direction. And if it makes sense, at the end of the call, I'll invite you to join my Fit Vegan Evolution program, where I will personally guide you to get in your great vegan shape. or in your best vegan shape ever. So if that sounds interesting for you, then click the link below, hop on a call with me, and talk to you soon.